In this podcast episode, Dr. Chris Palmer, a Harvard psychiatrist, delves into the intricate relationship between diet, lifestyle, and mental health. He presents a compelling argument that many mental disorders are fundamentally metabolic disorders of the brain, emphasizing the importance of understanding how our food choices and habits can significantly impact our mental well-being. Dr. Palmer begins by highlighting the profound connection between what we eat and our mental health. He argues that the traditional view of mental disorders as purely psychological or genetic fails to account for the significant role that diet plays in brain function. He explains that many people are unaware of how their dietary choices can lead to metabolic dysfunction, which in turn affects their mental health. This connection is particularly crucial in understanding the rising rates of mental health disorders in society today. He emphasizes that the modern diet, often characterized by high levels of processed foods and sugars, can lead to inflammation and insulin resistance, both of which are detrimental to brain health. Dr. Palmer points out that as we consume more ultra-processed foods, we are not only harming our physical health, but also setting the stage for mental health issues. This perspective challenges the conventional wisdom that mental disorders are solely the result of genetic predispositions or psychological factors. A significant portion of the discussion revolves around the role of insulin and metabolism in mental health. Dr. Palmer explains that insulin is not just a hormone that regulates blood sugar, it also plays a critical role in brain function. Insulin receptors are found throughout the brain, and when insulin signaling is impaired, it can lead to various mental health issues, including depression and anxiety. Dr. Palmer further elaborates on how metabolic dysfunction can manifest in mental health symptoms. He describes a scenario where a metabolically compromised brain may struggle to produce adequate energy, leading to symptoms such as fatigue, lack of motivation, and mood swings. This connection between metabolism and mental health highlights the need for a holistic approach to treatment, one that addresses both physical and psychological aspects of well-being. The conversation shifts to the impact of processed foods on mental health. Dr. Palmer argues that the consumption of ultra-processed foods is a significant contributor to the rising rates of mental health disorders. These foods often contain high levels of sugar, unhealthy fats, and additives that can disrupt normal metabolic processes. He emphasizes that the modern diet, which is heavily reliant on processed foods, is not conducive to maintaining good mental health. Dr. Palmer also discusses the addictive nature of processed foods, likening them to substances of abuse. He explains that these foods can lead to cravings and overeating, which further exacerbates metabolic dysfunction. This cycle of consumption and craving can create a feedback loop that negatively impacts both physical and mental health, making it increasingly difficult for individuals to break free from unhealthy eating patterns. One of the most intriguing aspects of the podcast is Dr. Palmer's discussion of the ketogenic diet as a potential therapeutic intervention for mental health disorders. He shares his personal experience with the diet, explaining how it helped him overcome metabolic syndrome and improve his overall well-being. The ketogenic diet, which is low in carbohydrates and high in healthy fats, has been shown to have neuroprotective effects and may help improve brain function. Dr. Palmer highlights that the ketogenic diet is not just a weight loss strategy. It can also be a powerful tool for individuals struggling with mental health issues. He cites numerous case studies of patients who have experienced significant improvements in their symptoms after adopting a ketogenic lifestyle. This evidence suggests that dietary interventions, particularly those that focus on metabolic health, can play a crucial role in the treatment of mental disorders. A central theme in Dr. Palmer's discussion is the importance of mitochondrial health in relation to mental well-being. Mitochondria are the energy-producing organelles in our cells, and their proper functioning is essential for maintaining overall health. Dr. Palmer explains that when mitochondria are compromised, it can lead to a range of health issues, including mental disorders. He emphasizes that improving mitochondrial function should be a priority in any treatment plan for mental health. Dr. Palmer also discusses how lifestyle factors, such as diet and exercise, can influence mitochondrial health. He encourages listeners to adopt habits that support mitochondrial function, such as engaging in regular physical activity and consuming a nutrient-dense diet. By prioritizing mitochondrial health, individuals can enhance their overall well-being and potentially mitigate the risk of developing mental health disorders. Dr. Palmer addresses the dangers of alcohol and marijuana use, particularly in relation to mental health. He explains that both substances can have detrimental effects on mitochondrial function and overall brain health. While some individuals may use these substances to cope with stress or anxiety, Dr. Palmer warns that they can ultimately exacerbate mental health issues and lead to a cycle of dependency. He shares anecdotal evidence of patients who have experienced worsening symptoms after using marijuana, particularly those with pre-existing mental health conditions. Dr. Palmer emphasizes the need for individuals to be aware of the potential risks associated with substance use and to consider healthier alternatives for managing stress and anxiety. The podcast also highlights the importance of exercise in promoting mental well-being. Dr. Palmer explains that physical activity has been shown to have numerous benefits for both physical and mental health. Regular exercise can improve mood, reduce anxiety, and enhance cognitive function. He encourages listeners to incorporate movement into their daily routines, regardless of their current fitness level. Dr. Palmer notes that even small amounts of exercise can have a positive impact on mental health. He emphasizes that individuals do not need to engage in intense workouts to reap the benefits. Simple activities like walking or stretching can be effective. By prioritizing physical activity, individuals can support their mental health and overall well-being. Another critical factor discussed in the podcast is the impact of sleep on mental health. Dr. Palmer explains that poor sleep quality can contribute to a range of mental health issues, including depression and anxiety. He emphasizes the importance of establishing healthy sleep habits and creating a conducive sleep environment to promote restorative rest. Dr. Palmer shares practical tips for improving sleep quality, such as maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, reducing screen time before bed, and creating a relaxing bedtime routine. By prioritizing sleep, individuals can enhance their mental health and overall quality of life. Throughout the podcast, Dr. Palmer advocates for a holistic approach to mental health treatment. He emphasizes that mental disorders are complex and multifaceted, requiring a comprehensive understanding of the various factors that contribute to their development. This approach includes addressing dietary habits, lifestyle factors, and underlying metabolic issues. Dr. Palmer encourages listeners to take an active role in their mental health by making informed choices about their diet and lifestyle. He believes that individuals can empower themselves to improve their mental well-being by prioritizing their physical health and making positive changes in their daily lives. Dr. Palmer also highlights the importance of community and support in the journey toward better mental health. He explains that social connections and relationships play a crucial role in overall well-being. Individuals who feel supported and connected to others are more likely to experience positive mental health outcomes. He encourages listeners to seek out supportive communities and to engage with others who share similar goals and values. By fostering connections and building a support network, individuals can enhance their mental health and resilience. As the podcast concludes, Dr. Palmer expresses optimism for the future of mental health treatment. He believes that as more people become aware of the connection between diet, lifestyle, and mental health, there will be a shift toward more holistic and effective treatment approaches. He envisions a future where individuals are empowered to take control of their mental health through informed choices and lifestyle changes. Dr. Palmer emphasizes the need for continued research and education in the field of mental health. He encourages listeners to stay informed about the latest developments and to advocate for approaches that prioritize metabolic health and overall well-being.